What's up, everybody? It's Inkairi talking about some phone stuff. We have the Fold 3, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. I think it's just the Fold 3 now. The Fold 4 has been introduced, and I am not impressed. Not enough that I want to buy another phone. The Fold 4 wasn't anything that I felt like I needed to get new hardware for. The majority of the Fold 4's keynote was focusing on software stuff, which I'm pretty sure at the very least in like 3 months max, we're gonna get a software update for the Fold 3. And that's like 90% of the reason why I think I would want a Fold 4 would be mostly software stuff. It'd be nice to get a better camera, but honestly, I don't really care about the camera. So I'm keeping my Fold 3 for another year, at the very least, until the Fold 5 comes out, and hopefully it's like not an iterative upgrade and actually has some sort of cool features. But yeah, that's enough about the Fold 3. I love the Fold 3. The Fold 3 is probably the best phone I've ever had in my entire life. And the Fold 4 isn't as much of an upgrade, so I'm gonna keep this for another year. That being said, here's all of my phone cases. I've had this phone for an entire year. This phone case, which is the one that we're staring at right now on the screen, that I just randomly found on a Instagram ad, it finally broke. But out of the 3 phone cases I've had this year, this is the one that lasted the longest. This is my first case that I had in August up until December, and this is what I had from December up until February. This one didn't last too long. So the issue with these two is that the front didn't have the screen itself, so it was just a thin piece of plastic, and then the plastic would crack at some point. This one also has cracked, but the screen has lasted months longer because it comes with the screen itself. So that adds to the rigidness of the front protector. The back protector of all 3 of these cases has stayed solid and has never given me any issues. Once it snaps on there, like the camera bump itself keeps this thing in place. So even my Metagross is properly protected by the back side of the case. But the front case, the front cover, is what I have issues with every single time. Now, because I've made the decision to not upgrade my Fold 3, we've gotten 3 more Fold 3 cases from Amazon, which is this one, and then we got this one. All right, I don't know which one's which, because the first 2 that we got seem to be exactly the same. So that's already disappointment. Let's look at this and see if this one is just another Chinese knockoff brand. Ready? Da, 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 da. Oh, it's not. Let's go. It's not. It's Miimall is actually different from these. But let's open it up and actually see if it is different. So what's funny about these 2 is that these 2 look exactly like this one. So that's a little annoying. But yeah, let's go back to the other screen. Bam. This one right here, this one is Miimall. So we're gonna put this one over here. We're gonna put these, I don't know which one's which. I believe this one is this one because it comes with a pen, and then this one didn't come with a pen, but this one's more expensive. Also, this is the one that says AI autofocus on it. There's that, and then there's this one did. This one is $30. It came with a pen. This one is $32, and it didn't come with a pen. And then this one was like $7 to $10. It was very cheap. It was the last one. I'm sorry I bought it. You can't have it. It's mine. But yeah, this is the Miimall. This is the Miimall, as you can see with Miimall. This one is Metapark. These are our 3 cases that we're going to review today. Spoiler alert, I do not recommend this one or this one. I love Rinkgke. Rinkgke is what I used before I got into foldable phones, and I used it on my LG V20, I used it on my Note 3, I used it on my Note 9, S7, and S8, and I had it on my LG V20 and my LG V30, I believe. I love Rinkgke. This is the first case I bought when I started off with my Fold 3. It is terrible for the Fold 3. Do not get it. Because of the front screen, it's just a thin piece of plastic that will break immediately. Same thing with this. It has the same problem. So this one is just as bad, if not worse, because this one only lasted for 2 months, from December to February. Do not buy this one. This is my least recommended one out of the ones that I've actually tried. And then this one actually lasted for a really long time, like I said, because it had a screen in addition to the thin plastic around the case. But as you can see, this broke 3 days ago. Every single time I do any form of movement on this, it moves, and then there's a little nub here that's supposed to keep it in place. But as soon as it moves, that nub falls into one of the speaker grills, and then it gets stuck, and then I have to like lift it up and move it back into place. So I'm just done with this. We lost another piece of plastic. All right, well, I'm done with this. We're removing it forever. You have served me very well, Tambrel? But do not buy Tambrel. I'm pretty sure this Miramax Metapark, I'm pretty sure this Metapark one is exactly the same thing. The only thing that's different is that this one has a spine hinge thing. But because I'm pretty sure this is the same exact thing, we're gonna skip this one for now. The only difference between these two is that this comes with a pen on the hinge. This one is more similar to this one because it's painted. They painted the edges silver for some reason. And another thing that I didn't like about this, besides the price, it was $40. One other thing that I didn't like about this is that this is an ad I found on Instagram, and it was like talking about how you can hit it with a hammer, or you can drill into it, or throw nails at it, and it'll be fine. This thing is just straight up plastic, dude. And then they painted it silver to give it a metallic look. But after like what? I had this from February to August? 6 months. After half a year, this paint job looks terrible. Here is a flashlight, and then you can see that there's like cracks in the paint. It's terrible. Do not ever buy this. And don't buy the Tambriel one. This one was like $40, and it took a month or two to get to me because it came from China. Just buy these Amazon ones. From what I can see from right now, these are exactly the same. Don't buy this from Tambriel. Don't buy it from Instagram. Buy it from Amazon. You can return it within 2 weeks to a month. I bought three different cases, and this is the one that seems like it might actually not be a Chinese knockoff. So here you go. After 14 minutes of just talking about random phone cases that I've used, let's actually open one up and see how it is. Oh, it does not have a screen. It feels kind of rubbery, which is kind of nice. The only problem is that's the same deal with the Rinkgke case that I had. This one is also rubbery. One thing that does kind of suck is that it doesn't come with a phone strap part. That makes me sad. These two do. There's something about Asian phone accessories that accommodate my need for a phone strap. Let's just put everything on there. So let's start by removing it. Here is my Metagross V that's been chilling. I wish Metagross had a alt art, but beggars can't be choosers. The sides are a little messed up. The Pokemon card is wider than the chocolate bar skinniness of a fold. So no matter what, this side will be bent inwards over here, will be bent over this side, and then this will be kind of mushed because of all the unfolding and stuff. We got a little microfiber cloth. Wipe it up, try to get any dust out of there. And then let's just shove this on there. Very rubbery, but this is still kind of plasticky. With my previous experiences with these cases, I'm gonna have to give this one a no-go, honestly. If this front case was actually rubber, I'd be more approving of this if the front was rubber. The issue I have with this one is that it's exactly like this one right here. This one broke within 2 months, December to February. If this thing is made by the same people, this is a Miimall. This is Miimall. This is from Miimall. I would not approve of this if this is the same brand, if this is just another reskin. Another thing I don't like about this one, and of course it's a personal preference, but it has a phone strap on these. These have a phone strap slot. But something that I find really crucial is like an actual screen. Because like I said, the biggest issue with the front screen is that it's just some thin plastic. So right off the bat, I'm gonna have to say this is a no-go. Also, it's not available right now, so you probably can't buy it anyway. High quality soft TPU, that's what it says, but it sounds like the soft TPU is just the back. Like, look, this is actually rubber. This, it does have some play to it, but it's still plastic, and it feels exactly the same as this one. I do not recommend. It broke right here. right here. Skinny piece of plastic. Even if it's rubbery, I do not believe that it will last for too long. So this is probably a no-go. I guess I should probably mention that I do use my Fold 3 pretty heavily. I use it for work, I use it for YouTube, Discord. I'm constantly using my phone. This phone, I use it for practically everything. Music, we got video games, we got Pokemon Go, we got YouTube, we got Instagram. I'm practically on my phone constantly. Because I use it for work, that's pretty much 90% of my life I'm using this phone. So the fact that these phone cases didn't last too long might be a testament to the fact that I use my phone so much. But because of that, I also do not recommend this. Because if I use my phone a lot, the fact that it only lasted for 2 months, maybe it's only gonna last you 4 months. But hey, this is a $10, this is one that was like $7 to $10. If you think 4 months is good for $7 to $10, it's the Miimall. All right, so the next one that we're gonna come up with is these two, actually. We're practically gonna compare all three of them at the same time. This one has a pen slot, but as much as I use my phone, I've probably taken the pen out of its slot once every 2 months, just to see if something works in a video game, and the chances are, it doesn't. I'm not much of an artist either, so I don't use it for any form of art projects or anything, so I don't recommend getting any pen holders on the backside. But yeah, so let's go with the clear one. This one right here is the Metapark case for Galaxy Z Fold 3 Hinge S pen holder hard PC cover for Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 with screen protector. This one's clear. As you can see, it has the screen right there. That is something I very much do look for in these cheap phone cases. But it also said that it had a pen holder in the hinge, but this one clearly doesn't. Is there any instructions to how to equip? Ooh, what is this? These are sticky things? Ah, they give you little adhesives. I'm not a fan of adhesives, because as you see, I've gone through 3 cases already, and they've all broken. So I'm not a fan of these adhesives, because these adhesives suggest a more permanent lifespan, but if they're gonna break, I don't consider them to be permanent. All right, so for the instructions, what? Can you read that? I'm not a fan of these translations, dude. First step is to paste imported waterproof cotton. You can stick or not stick according to his be fond of. Tear off the protective film, okay, yup. And then install left slide cover. Install left side cover. Install right side cover, and then install the left side. What? Install left side cover, install right side cover, install left side cover, and then you shake it all about. That's how this works. And apparently the actual Chinese company is Styluses. Yeah, all right, well. So I guess the way this thing works is that we can remove it. Yep. And then we can install it separately. I'm not gonna remove this because I'm not entirely sure if I want to keep this, honestly. But we're gonna, oh, that slides in pretty easily. Oh, unlike the Tambrel one, the one that I've been currently using, it kind of just slides in pretty easily. Oh, that's right, because it has a hinge, it doesn't need to lock into place, so that's kind of cool. It doesn't need to lock into place because there is a hinge. So then we just slide this one into place, huh? Well, because of the screen bump, it can't really slide it in, so you kind of just clip it in. There you go. Got the hinge, this is what it looks like, and then you got that. AI autofocus, sure. All right, let's remove the back again, because something I care about is Metagross. Metagross has got to be with me, man. Your partner Pokemon has always got to be with you, you know what I mean? This is also another reason why I buy clear cases, because I want to be able to personalize my phone, at least in some way. You can put a sticker or whatever you want behind these cases. One thing is that these are cheap, and another thing is that I don't want to shell out a bunch of money for like a Spigen or like a Otterbox, because they're all just super serious and no personalization. Very nice, I like it a lot better because this one was painted and kind of gross. And then also the pen, of course, took up a lot of the picture. Also, this one, the Tambrel says fold case designed by GKK. Fold case designed by GKK. But yeah, it also says AI autofocus, but yeah, we're done with that. Now we can put this on here. This is the first time I've ever had a case with a hinge. That's pretty clean. For some reason, you can see right here that it's coming out a bit. I don't know why. It's like bowing in the middle to meet the thing. So then when we open it, that's what that looks like. One thing that sucks about hinges is that the fold will never be flat. That's a little annoying, but because I don't draw, I don't really care. I did care at the beginning, and that was a criteria, but after February, and then I had to buy another case, I was just like, you know what, let's see what happens if I just have the pen on me at all times. It couldn't lay flat with this on it. So I kind of just didn't care about it laying flat anymore. But this one definitely does take up less height than if you were to have a pen on it. This pen rose quite a bit. This thing sticks out about half as much as the pen does. So if we put the pen side by side with the hinge, you can see that the pen is still pretty tall. And then if you add that extra bulk that holds the pen, it's at least 2-3 millimeters more out. But yeah, there's a pretty thick protrusion from this Tambriel case. Meh. The hinge is all right. I think it's pretty cool. It feels kind of nice. This is brand new, clear plastic. So of course everything feels a little better than this 6-month-old and also painted for some reason other plastic case. Not a fan of this. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not much else to talk about here. We turn it on. Even though I haven't removed the film's protector, this thing still is very reactive. And it's gonna be more reactive once I remove the protector. I always highly recommend that you find a case that comes with a screen protector on the front screen. It does have holes for a wrist strap, so that's good. That's it for the Metapack. I do think the Metapack is very nice. For 32 bucks though, maybe not. But it is definitely cheaper than this Tambriel one. And then on top of that, I had to pay for shipping. I did actually end up paying like around $60 for this. Do not buy sketchy Chinese phone cases from Instagram ads. If you're gonna buy sketchy Chinese phone cases, do it on Amazon. At least you'll have a pretty decent return policy. And then also, this only took like 2 days to get to me. So yeah, this is a pretty pass. I think this is a pass. I think it's pretty good. You kind of need the hinge though. There's kind of like no compromising on the hinge. Unlike this where there was no hinge, and then it just relied on friction to stay on, which is a negative because the friction isn't gonna be friction fit forever. Because after a while, especially if you live in a place that's very warm, or very cold, or just has fluctuating temperature in general, this plastic or rubber is going to warp and it's going to fall off of your phone. So I do think that the hinge is a positive because it is a way to keep your case in place. Or not, maybe not. Hold on. At least when it's closed, it's a way to keep it in place. So when you're taking it in and out of your pocket, the phone will stay in place. But if you open it up, you can definitely move the front screen. That's kind of bad. That's kind of lame. Didn't think about that until just now. Yeah, there needs to be some place so that when it closes, the hinge can move to this position. And then when it opens, the hinge can move to this position. But because of that play, you see all this space right here? You can move the front screen. So it also moves the space from here and then there. It comes with adhesive strips. If you want, you could stick the adhesive strips to the sides of these things. So if you want to put the adhesive strips on, it is a smart idea if you think that is annoying. I don't think this is annoying. This is a intentional motion. If you don't want this to happen, then don't do it. You'll be fine. And of course, this isn't going to come off because the camera bump is keeping the backside in place. One thing I forgot about this to mention is that all the sliding from those other front screen cases that I've had, they've created a lot of streaks on this tiny little bar on the front screen, the front bezel. There's a lot of tiny little streaks on the front bezel because a lot of the front screen protectors would just slide off. This is honestly, this is probably the one I'm going to keep out of the three of them. But let's see. I do very much enjoy this one. I think it's pretty nice. It is clear screen. You have personalization options. You also have a phone strap slot. Really like it. $30 isn't too cheap, but it also isn't $60. So this one, we are going into the next review. This one right here is there's a case for Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 Clear PC Hybrid Plating Cover with S Pen holder and S Pen replacement. Does this thing have a brand? No. Oh, hey, look at that. This thing only has 1 star, which is funny because, as I said, this thing is definitely the same exact brand. Styluses? Oh man, that sounds familiar. I wonder why. So yeah, it's got a 1-star review and they didn't leave a reason why, which is kind of funny because when we look at the Metapark, oh, they have 14 ratings. Okay, 3.5 stars, not bad. Boom, like that. It has been installed. Look at that. So one thing I do not like about this off the bat is that it's painted. Just like the Tambrel one. Why is it painted? Why did you have to paint it? You didn't have to paint it. It is a fingerprint magnet too. Huh. Is this a fingerprint magnet? Kinda, but because it's clear, you don't see it. This one also has the mentality of the Tambrel because it's painted to look metallic. Why? This is a black metallic color. At least that's how it was sold to me. But all I cared about was that the back screen was clear. So I could put the Metagross card there. But hey, this is kind of cool. I didn't think it came with stylus, but this is a stylus that would work on anything. This is just a little generic stylus that you could use it on any phone. I'm not entirely a big fan of the fact that this is super thick. This is way thicker than the Metapark one. But you have a nice place to keep your stylus on you forever, I guess. When I was a low voltage contractor though, I think this would have been, I would have actually used this a lot. Because I had a Note 9 when I was a low voltage contractor. And I used my stylus a lot because I needed the clients to sign documents all the time. But now all I do for work is deal with Excel sheets and Microsoft SharePoint, stuff like that. Excel sheets, Outlook, those are the things I deal with a lot with at work nowadays. As you can see, these two styluses, this is the official Samsung Fold Edition stylus. As you can see, it's got the point and the button. This one is straight up just a stick with some rubber on it, but this thing works for all phones. They both fit in this silo. So that's kind of cool. If you want a stylus, just know that it's not as precise as the Samsung stylus because this one is made for the Samsung Fold. This one is made for any phone. It just replicates your thumb's physical attributes so that when you touch a phone screen, it reacts. This is the Samsung one. Oh yeah, that's right. The Samsung one doesn't. See, so the Samsung one just kind of sucks when you think about it, because the Samsung one only works on the inside screen, while this one works backwards. What? This one works whether you're using the rubber tip or not. What? Is there like a magnet in here? Is that why? Does it work on this side? It does, kind of. It does. That's so weird. Is it like a magnet? I have no idea if it's a magnet type thing. It might be a magnet type thing. Not entirely sure. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not really much else to describe about this one. This, out of all three of the cases, is the thickest when it comes to size. Look at that. No, it's just about thicker. I think it's thicker. Yeah, as you can see right there, it is thicker. Yeah, if this one was 2 to 3 millimeters thicker than the clear one, this one's at least 3 to 4 millimeters thicker than this one. So this one is like, whoa, that's the strongest. That's like half a centimeter thicker. Or is it an entire centimeter? You know what? I'm just eyeballing these measurements. I'm sorry. I'm just eyeballing them. But you can physically see right here how much thicker the spine is. And then when you open it up, you're gonna have that much thickness in the back. Oh, you know what's kind of fun? It's kind of weird too, is that this definitely looks like it's bowing just like this one. That's weird. If you can see with the reflections, it looks like it's bowing. And if you can see right here, even though it's got a pen in there, it still looks like it's bowing. It's got that curve. That's kind of weird. If I had to recommendations, it's got to be one of these two. It's got a hinge and it's got a front screen along with the front case. The hinge keeps everything in place, while the front screen protector gives the front case more durability. This one doesn't have a hinge, and then the front slides on and off because of friction. So as soon as this tiny piece of plastic breaks, it's broken. I do not like this. I do not recommend this. Do not buy it. If you want this one or this one, I do think they are worth it. 30 bucks. If this one lasts just as much as this one, that's 6 months. $30 for 6 months of protection. It's kind of cool. Or, you know, you can be normal. You could be a normal person and buy like a Otterbox or Spigen or whatever for $60 or $80 and then have it last for more than a year maybe. I don't know. I don't know how long those would last. I haven't been using those for a year. But when it comes to those, it becomes bulkier. You lose your clear screens. My personal taste is going to be this one. For the pure clear screen, it's got the wrist strap and it's got the thin hinge. This is the Metapark. This is the one that I'm gonna go with. This one is also a strong contender. Oh, I guess it's originally 36 bucks. That's why it comes with more stuff. This one's $33. This one's $36, and it comes with a stylus that you could use front or back if you want. I do not recommend this. Like I said, the front screen is just a thin piece of plastic, so this thing can break pretty easily. It can get warped. It'll stop fitting properly. The warp will lead to snapping of this super thin plastic beam right here. I do not recommend. Between these two, personal preference, they're practically the same. The only difference is the hinge, and then one comes with a stylus. So if you want that, I'd say that's a pretty good choice. If you want the bare bones, oh, that's another thing that's weird. It says that it came with a stylus, but I didn't get a stylus. So I actually kind of got gypped, really, when you think about it. But it worked out because I didn't want thick stylus hinge. I'm quite content with this thin one. All right, so that's pretty much it for the review. I'm just gonna wipe everything down and do my final installation, and then just show off my phone, I guess. All that stuff now is to clean everything up and to equip my final phone case. If it lasts longer than 6 months, then I make a comment in this video that it's lasted longer than 6 months. There's no protector in front of the screen itself because I do enjoy using the protector from the case itself. So what's funny about the screen protector too is that it's just a piece of plastic. It's not like a screen protector where you like lay it flat and then you squeeze out the air bubbles. It's literally just a piece of plastic. So once I remove this, I'm gonna put it in there and then hopefully I never move it again. But we're just gonna do this real quick. We're just gonna bam, bibbity bap, bam. Nice, okay. I just ripped it there. I forgot that tech tubers are supposed to do that really slowly for the aesthetics. Phone case comes with toughened screen protection film. Do not paste other film before use. So that's another reason why I don't use other screen protectors. This is pretty nice itself. I think it's pretty clean itself. Look at that. No scratches, no dents. The screen itself, my actual screen on the Fold 3 didn't have any scratches or dents either. So if there was any scratches or dents on either the case or the phone itself, you would see it. You would see it. Kind of like this. Look at all those scratches and dents. I've ran in just about an entire year without a hinge protector, and you know what? I thought it was gonna be much worse. I thought this was gonna have much more scratches and dents. We have a big dent right there, though. Of course, it's one of the edges of the phone. When you throw it in your pocket, of course, it's gonna happen. We got lots of scratches and some dents. Pretty much just that. That's the only dent. That doesn't affect the function of the phone at all. It's literally just a cosmetic issue. It doesn't prevent the phone from working or anything like that in any way. But yeah, here you go, bam. And now my phone. This is my full Samsung Fold 3 loadout. You got a Pokemon card in the back, you got a clear case to show the Pokemon card, and you got a phone strap. You got a hinge protector now, pretty cool. I'm not gonna be carrying the stylus with me on the phone anymore. I'll have it in a bag or something. 99% of the time, never using the stylus, so we've removed that, and now we just have this nice clear case. And now the whole thing is covered, even the hinge. It doesn't have too much bulk, very nice in my opinion. I might put a sticker here. There's some cracks over here, dust will come in, but dust, in my opinion, isn't as lethal as like actual physical drops and all the stuff in your pocket. When you shove this thing in your pocket, I feel like other things in your pocket might be more dangerous than random pieces of dust flying in. If anything, if you're really having any issues, you can just take it off. As quick as that. Clean it, good to go. Snap it back on. That's pretty nice. I actually really like this. It's very simple. It's very low profile. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm your boy, Inkairi. It's been a long time since I've made a phone accessory review. I think I might be doing some more in the future, hopefully, I don't know. I have a lot of recordings. Maybe we'll dig some up. Maybe we'll edit them. Maybe we'll post them. I will put an Amazon link on for you. But yeah, it's been a long time since I did a phone review. I hope we do more of these. I hope it doesn't take forever to edit it. I hope everyone has a good day. Everyone rest well. and be safe. Suda Inkairi, signing.